name is Paul from Paul Does Tech, and today I have that exciting microphone review for you guys that I've been promising for a long time. Now I know many of you people have been commenting on my videos, actually asking, since that VidPro Lavalier mic, since then what exactly I've been using as my audio solution, because I told you guys in that video that I would be switching to something else, but I never told you what it was. So here I am doing the review for the VidPro's replacement. It's the Polsen Cam 2W, and here she is right here. This is the transmitter, which is what I'm speaking into. It comes with a nice, probably 3.5 foot cable here, just with a standard 3.5 millimeter jack on the end of it. And so it's really nice, actually. It's the perfect length. I do like the sound quality that the microphone gives you. And one more thing, I don't know if I said this yet, but all the audio in this video is being recorded with this, and it's unedited, haven't cleared up background noise, nothing like that. This is just raw audio thrown right into Sony Vegas. And so moving still into this transmitter, there are two channels, channel A and B, and there's an on-off switch. It also comes with a standard belt clip. I'm not really a big belt clip user. It's nice to have, but I just like putting it in my pocket. And then we have the housing for the 9-volt battery. Now on the receiver, which is hot shoed onto my camera, obviously it comes with that nice little hot shoe mount. Then it has that nice antenna on it that you can kind of move as the situation requires. Then it has the standard 3.5 millimeter jack that goes from the receiver into the camera. I mean, it's a perfect cord, actually. I mean, I know I'm talking a lot about the cords here, but it's a nice inclusion to have that spiral bound, perfect length cable. Anyway, the receiver also has the on-off switch, a 9-volt battery inside, and it also has channel A and B so that you can kind of see which one works better for you, all of that good stuff. And one more thing on there that I actually really do think is a great touch, it has a 3.5 millimeter kind of like an output to an earphone or headphones that you can kind of, it's a monitor basically, your audio. And obviously, so I'm a one-man show here. I only got myself. If I had a cameraman, he could be wearing the earbuds and listening to what I'm saying. And obviously, from 6 feet, it's not a big deal. But what I do use them for is I do like to check my audio. I'll turn everything on, get it all set up, and put the earpiece in and talk for a minute just to make sure the audio is all clear and it's all working. I will say one thing that has happened to me before. Sometimes if you're not careful, about 1 in 100 times, it will kind of sound a little like grainy and making weird sounds, kind of, if you know what I mean. And all you have to do is rotate, like unplug it from the 3.5 millimeter jack into the camera and plug it back in. But you don't want that to happen, when that's the most important shot of your life. So I do like checking it just for that specific reason. Only ever happened to me once so far. It's just kind of one of those traumatic events that I've kind of relived and didn't want to have happen again. So that's kind of why I do it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a big issue. It just happened to me one time. Just figured I'd throw that out there for you guys. Other than that, this thing's been great. I've really enjoyed it. It kind of gives me that freedom to be able to walk around and move around for videos and not be tethered to the camera while still getting that nice lavalier sound rather than the shotgun, which I was using. Now I will say, in terms of price, it's more expensive than the lavalier that plugs straight into the side of the camera. It's, I believe, $130 is what I paid for it. I'm sure you guys can do better. I bought it on B&H. Link will be in the description. I'm sure you could find it on Amazon, eBay for a lot cheaper than that, but I just wanted the safe B&H route. And I was ordering something else at the time too, so I figured I'll just order it on there. It's been great for me. It's a little pricey, but in terms of wireless lavaliers, it's probably the cheapest and best like bang for your buck one out there. So don't think it's cheap as in it's lousy and anything like that. It still is expensive. It's on the lesser side of wireless lavaliers, especially because it's VHF. It's not gonna, as you can see, I'm gonna do a range test here momentarily. You can see that since it's VHF, it won't quite make it, to the 600 foot range like the other ones can, the ones that are very expensive. Personally, I believe about 50 to 60 feet is when you want to stop using it that far. You'll still be able to hear the audio, I'm guessing, past there, but it won't be very great audio. inside 50 feet, 60 feet, it's still perfectly good audio. So like I said, this thing has been great for me. It's phenomenal. I like the size of it. You know, I've had literally no problems with it so far. The audio has been great, especially once I clean it up a little bit in, you know, all my audio solutions, Audacity, throw in there, remove the background noise, you know, mix it a little bit. And the other thing, it does come with a windscreen, very nice inclusion. It actually does stay on there pretty nice. I've had ones before that fall off easily, but this one in particular does actually stay on very nice. Just wanted to say that very quickly. So anyway guys, let's go right into the range test, and I'm going to go outside under my deck, and I'll meet you out there. Let's go ahead and test the range. Alright guys, so here we are outside doing basically our range test for how far the Polsen Cam 2W will go before it starts cutting out. Right now we're approximately 10 feet away, and to measure how far away I am, I'm going to be using my Bushnell Tour rangefinder. You know, you use these for hunting, I use mine for golf. It tells me in yards, so I just got to multiply it by 3, and that's how many feet away I am. So I'm not quite sure how far away exactly we're going to make it until we start cutting out. So when we do start cutting out, I'm just probably going to go to about 150 feet. When we start cutting out, I'm going to voice over how far we made it and when we started cutting out. Now it is a little bit windy out today guys, so I'm sorry about that. This is the third separate time I've tried to do this video. None of the times it actually worked. The first time my memory card wrote over it. The second time I cut it off really short and didn't go back as far as I needed to. I kind of lowballed how far I thought it would actually go. My bad. So anyway guys, this is take 3 for this. We are 10 feet away right now. Like I said, this is unedited. Sorry if there's any wind. I have my windscreen on. I'm trying to cover it up, but we'll see how this goes. So anyway guys, we're backing up to here, and right about here we are 6 yards away, which means this is probably about 20 feet away from me to the camera. And one other thing is that I did not zoom in the camera at all. It's at the standard 18mm zoom. So we're going to keep backing up, and right here I already measured is 25 feet, right at the edge of my little patio thing here. So this is what it sounds like from 25 feet away. And we are backing up. So let's see here. Right now we are approximately 45 feet away from the camera, and this is what the audio sounds like. Now I'm not sure how much farther past I'm going to go from here, so you might expect a voiceover soon. So right about in here, I would say, is going to be our 50-foot mark. It'd be right here is where we hit the 50-foot mark. So I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not, but we're going to keep going from 50 feet. So right now we are walking backwards. Sorry for the wind. Right now we are at, let me see here, we are at just over 60 feet right here. We're now at 60 feet as we speak, and so we're still going back. I don't know if I'm still in range or not, so we're going back, and we are now at 75 feet, 25 yards away. If you can still see me in my light blue shirt in that camera. Sorry, it's a little windy out again. So we're still backing up. We are out here at 90 feet away from our camera right now, if you can still hear me. And we are backing it up. We are currently about 100 feet right here. We are 100 feet away from our camera right now, if you can still hear me. And right here we are 110 feet away, if you can still hear me. I'm going to begin walking in. I don't know if you can still hear me. We are approaching 90 feet. We are now coming in towards 75 feet, into 60 feet. We are probably now about 50 feet away, in towards 45, right about 30 feet. We are in here towards 20, and now we are walking back towards our standard position, and we are now 10 feet away from the camera, back where we were. So I can't tell how far it was, but like I said, the voiceover should have cleared it up for you guys. Let's go ahead and conclude this video. Alright guys, so there you have it. That voiceover that I promised in the little beginning clip of that segment there, it didn't happen because you could still hear me at 110 feet, but I did test it again in another shot. 110 feet is basically it. I got to 115 feet but after that, and it cut out completely on me. But like I said, 65 feet is probably the max where you can go before you really start hearing that like kind of buzz an electronic noise in there. You know, you can still use it past there, and you can still pick up what I'm saying. It's more of in between when I'm saying something that it really does pick up that noise, that kind of like electronic buzzing back and forth. It does really start to pick up then. So basically I would say 65 feet tops right there. I wouldn't use it past there. So anyway guys, it's been a great microphone for me, and I have no complaints. I definitely recommend it to any of you guys out there who are in my situation and are looking for a fairly cheap audio solution. Again, not very cheap, I will say, but it is on the cheaper side of the wireless lavalier systems. Anyway guys, right before I wrap up here, if you haven't noticed, I am wearing the Moto 360 2nd generation. I did a review on that. I did an unboxing on that. Review is coming. If you haven't checked out the unboxing, it's my best one yet. So go ahead, links in the description. Feel free to go check that out. Also guys, like this video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. Throw a comment down there if you have anything else to say, and don't forget to be subscribed for the review of the Moto 360 2nd generation. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Get fresh off the grill, get fresh off the grill, nigga, keeping it hot. Get fresh off the grill, get fresh off the grill. Yeah, I'm bouncing the hopper, nigga, you can't stop me.